From teddy bears raining from the stands, filling the crowds with joy, to big nasty hate-filled tilts, it was a thrilling time in the WHL this week, and without any hesitation, let's fly into it. It was guns a-blazing in Manitoba this weekend. Back-to-back games between the Brandon Wheat Kings and the Winnipeg Ice once again. This time, each team gathered wins. They went 1-for-1 against each other. Both games had a combined 21 goals for over the weekend. That was insane. Cole Reinhardt continued to dominate offensively for Brandon, gathered 8 points in those two games this weekend, including a 5-point effort with a hat trick in the first game. Both of these teams can absolutely light up the lamp when they need to. Although, when facing better opponents, the defense really needs to step up big time. Both teams are in the bottom half for goals against in the WHL. Kamloops fared well against tough out-of-town opponents this week, completing a comeback versus the Oil Kings, who, by the way, I'm going to go off on the Oil Kings a little bit here. They exited their BC road trip with only one win, but, may I add, this was their first game past 60 minutes that they won. A 1-0 nail-biter shootout win over the Rockets. They were also able to snag a win against Calgary in their return home on Saturday. Back to the Blazers though, they then played a doubleheader versus Portland, where they gathered up a shootout loss and a healthy 4-1 win on Teddy Bear Toss night. Connor Zary continues to round up more and more goals, although rookies like Dalen Keffler, Caden Bankier, and Logan Stankoven have really been eye-opening lately, proving the next few years in Kamloops are going to be just as sweet as they are now. Medicine Hat is back to their ass-kicking ways, as they were at the beginning of the season. They're currently riding a 4-game win streak into December after snatching up a 6-0 win over Moose Jaw, and then a 5-3 dub over the Blades. Once again, a lot of heavy reliance lately on overager James Hamlin, who has been unstoppable as of late, but a lot more production has been coming from the back end. Guys such as Eric Van Imp and Daniel Baker have been adding a lot more to the score sheet lately, helping out with some key wins to keep the Tigers near the top of their division. Out of all the teams in the WHL, Victoria now found themselves in a playoff spot after this week, after dealing with some opponents south of the border. They went 2-1 on their Little American road trip, and they now sit third in the BC division, sliding the Giants into a wildcard contention. They also have many games in hand over all their BC rivals, including Kamloops, Vancouver, Kelowna. They've got games on all of them. Goaltender Shane Farkas has also won his last 5 starts. He's been a real key contributor to a lot of the wins. Saskatoon had a bit of an up and down week, you could say so. I mean, they're a team that's either, I've talked about them being pretty bipolar. They're either doing really good or they're doing pretty poor. This week was kind of in the middle. You know, they had a really good performance against Tri-City, beating them 2-1. Then they had a comeback against the Lethbridge Hurricanes, scoring a goal with like 2 minutes left, going on to beat them in the shootout. Take it, Lethbridge hasn't been too good on the shootouts this year, but still a great accomplishment. But then they went and lost to the Medicine Hat Tigers 5-3, and they kind of choked that one. They were up 3-2 going into the third, and then they let it go. But anywho, I wanted to talk about Nolan Meyer because I'm not saying this as a playstyle comparison, but like Mike Smith. Mike Smith is either lights out or he is a pylon, if you want to say so. With all regards to Nolan Meyer, he's a great goalie, but the consistency has really been a struggle with him this season. This week he was really on. I think he made 40 saves on 43 shots with Lethbridge, and then he only let in 1 goal against Tri-City. Let's hope he can just develop some consistency throughout the rest of the season. Swinging to full gear here now with the top players. Pretty self-explanatory for this one. Cole Reinhardt, 8 points in 2 games. That's just unbelievable. Now we got 2 goalies for the next ones here. Actually, first time I think that's ever happened. Shane Farkas for Victoria, backing up 2 crucial wins for the Royals to get themselves into that BC Division playoff spot. And then Talon Boyko of Tri-City, 91 saves in 2 games, giving the Americans 3 big points this week to remain in a wildcard spot. I'm pretty sure he made 48 saves against Everett, only to lose in extra time. He has not lost a game in regulation yet this season. For the top teams, we got the Victoria Royals, the Kamloops Blazers, the Medicine Hat Tigers, and the Saskatoon Blades. The Teddy Bear Toss was a lovely addition this week. So awesome to see all that money go to charity for that they sell with the teddy bears. All of that goes to local charities, you know, for kids funds and all that stuff. Absolute great cause. And it's only going to get better next week. I mean, you had Calgary playing in the Saddle Dome, so you got to see a lot over there. But wait until we see next week when the Vancouver Giants take off at Rogers Arena, wearing those greasy, but at the same time so beautiful Grinch jerseys. There's going to be that's honestly probably going to be a record-breaking night for the Teddy Bear Toss, and it's going to be pretty exciting to see how many teddy bears they actually manage to throw out onto the ice in that matchup. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.